Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the Toledo Rockets. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gee. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Toledo's offense will have first crack at this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. And the Rockets headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Rockets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on second down. Finds his tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to Washington. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Stopped right there. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the Rockets send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback changing the play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Out wide left, it sucks. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown, Eagles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Rockets will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Making his first move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first. Finds his man. It sucks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. On a put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Straight ahead, it's Washington. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Left side is Washington. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking to throw on third and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snags it quickly on the left. Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Rockets are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Turns upfield.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Bond. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down, gonna throw it. Still looking. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Rockets will try to pick it up on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Here's a little room there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Out wide left, it's Bond. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Breaks free. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Bryson Washington again. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 1st downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to Washington. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. Finding some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll try to run it with Washington. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Gee. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Rockets will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Eagles head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Here's a give to Washington. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Moving out to the right. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Quick completion to the right. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Caught. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Fires quickly, and he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And the Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. On the move. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Extending the play. Made a defender miss. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rockets.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback, because the situation's just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page. They've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
There's some daylight. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Lucky to get it off.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He's changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
He's past the sticks. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side, it's Beasley. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory.
Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Continues to fight for yards. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. He's got enough. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They want that clock to run. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Here's a give to Washington. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Give to Washington again. Got the first down. Could be an alley. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. An 84-yard drive there, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Plows through the defense. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the top. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Drops back on 1st down. Right down the middle. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Sells fails to fake. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Eagles! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes.